What is going on, folk? My name is NimbleThor and welcome back to my mobile gaming quest, where today we are finally playing Infinitode number 2. It's the follow-up to one of my all-time favorite tower defense games. And actually, NimbleThor played the first version of this game and got very addicted to it, so do be warned, this game has a very addictive nature. So if no more videos are coming out on this channel, at least now you guys know why. NimbleThor probably got so addicted that she can't edit these videos anymore. But all kidding aside, this is a very minimalistic, you guys can see we can actually zoom all the way out here and in again, and there is very little UI to bloat the screen. It's a very minimalistic overall tower defense game, and it's an endless tower defense game. So that's what really sets this game apart from pretty much every other tower defense game out there. Now, we only have a few towers that we can build at this point. We have 4 different ones, but as you guys might be able to make out here where I'm tapping right now on the right side of the screen, there are many more towers that we're gonna unlock later on, and then we'll be able to place those as well. So since this is an endless game, we just have to continue for as long as we can. The monsters spawn from right here, and we can even see what the next upcoming waves are, and then they have to try to get up here to our home base. And of course, as with any tower defense game, we have to prevent that from happening. Now, we could place towers on any of these tiles, and then some of these tiles actually have special attributes as well, such as this one up here. You can see in the top right of the screen right now that this one has a power multiplier number 2, which increases the power by 110% of any tower that we place up there. So we might want to think very careful about what we want to place up here. I say we go for the sniper. The sniper is really good at taking out very strong units. Right now, though, we've just got lots of these green guys coming up next, and they are very easy to take out, especially with these basic towers that we can also upgrade, of course, and we should actually do that. But this also gives us time to build up a proper strategy and a proper defense for when those stronger units eventually will start spawning. Now, if this is a bit too slow, we can of course speed up time, and also another neat little thing is we can go into the advanced UI. So in this advanced UI setting, what we can see without tapping any of these towers is we can see the tower level, but we can also see its targeting options. So right now we're just targeting the closest enemy. Right now we're targeting the last one. Now we're targeting the weakest, the strongest, the nearest, or a random one. And this becomes very useful when you get to much larger maps where you maybe are zoomed out to this level or so, and you have to very quickly figure out which towers do you have to upgrade, which can still be upgraded, do you have to change the targeting options of any of them. So I would definitely recommend to play with this advanced UI option on. But let's upgrade some of these towers and let's just speed up time a bit. Luckily we can go up to 3 times speed, which is very beneficial here in the beginning. Now look at this, the current wave are these green guys, but then the next one is more advanced. You can actually also see that without tapping this portal here. You can see that on the ground. Right now, a lot of green dots appear. I wonder why? Well, that's because a green wave is coming up. That's another nice way that this game has chosen to create a very interesting and very unique UI that really helps you and creates a very nice gameplay experience, because you don't have to tap a lot. You can just sit here and look at the screen and figure out what you want to do already. So I want to place, or at least upgrade, these cannons a bit more. I was wondering if we should place one more cannon over here maybe. Let's just do that. Now, the reason why I want to place some of these cannons here is especially for those yellow enemies, because the cannons can deal area of effect damage. And look at this. Oh no. Our base is taking damage, but that's okay though. We still have 18 HP left. We just gotta place some more towers so that we can hopefully take out those stronger units. I want to place this freezing tower here, and let's upgrade that because we have so much gold and we really should spend it a bit faster. So let's place another sniper rifle as well. We're not dealing enough damage. Look at this, 12 HP left, and now there's a big wave of green guys coming in. Where can we place something? We can place another sniper over here. I've never tried to play with 3 snipers in this setup actually, but maybe that's actually what we have to go for. And let's change these snipers, by the way, to target the strongest enemy, at least for this one. Let's take this one and change it to targeting the nearest, and I'm gonna pick the strongest for this sniper down here as well. So now I think we have a setup that is sort of as good as we can get it, I think, at this point. Now, we can't really upgrade these towers to more than level 3, so very soon we will have upgraded everything we can in this level, and then we just have to wait. We have to see how far we can get, but then eventually we will die. But that's no problem though, because then we can go back and we can spend some of the currency that we've earned on actually upgrading things in the research tree. And the research tree is absolutely massive. It's so huge. There's so much stuff you can upgrade in this game, which is why there's a ton of replayability. Now, even though the game is endless, each level at least is endless, that doesn't mean that we don't have different levels though. We have many different levels, many different map designs, and I'm gonna go show you guys some of those other ones as soon as we're done with this wave here. We should die, I think, relatively soon. I think as soon as we get to wave 40, maybe 42, we might not be able to hold things out anymore. But I'm gonna, of course, do the very best. We can actually place another one up here, so I wonder, should we place another sniper? Let's just go for a strongly sniper-dependent setup here, and let's upgrade the sniper. We need 110 gold to upgrade one last time. It's actually rather effective. Look at this. We're taking out those strong units very, very quickly. That's nice. That's surprising, actually. I think I died at wave 42 the last time around, so it looks like a strongly sniper-influenced setup might just be the right thing, at least for this level that we're playing right now. Now, as you can see on the left side of the screen, by the way, we have 3 different quests. We have to defeat wave 47, and that's gonna allow us to finish the first quest. Then we have coins gained during one game at 2.95k. We're very close to that at this point. And then gained vector, 0 out of 110. Not sure what vector even is. I'm not sure if it's an enemy or if it's a tower that we can place later on, but I guess time will tell. For now, we're just waiting it out. I have a feeling we're dying now. Yes. There we go. Base is full. We earned 530 green papers though, and we finished level 2.1. Now, to unlock the next stage, what do we need? Stars on level 2.1, 1 out of 1, and then we need scalar. Okay, so that's something I believe we can go upgrade here in the research tree. And look at this. I told you guys the research tree would be big. Look at this. Look at how large it actually is. So each of these branches here relate to a specific tower. So this is the basic tower. This is the sniper that we used quite a bit in the level before. This is the cannon. This is the freezing. And then these we are gonna unlock later on. The anti-air. What else do we have here? The splash. We've got a blast cannon as well. We also got a multi-shot. You know, we've got quite a few different towers, and each of them have their own branch on this upgrading tree. Now, in addition to that, we also have basic stats we can upgrade, such as the projectile speed, and we can also upgrade scalar. That's the one we need, actually, so let's upgrade that. There we go. What else can we upgrade? We can increase something with the scalar. Not really too interested in that. We can projectile speed. Overall, we can upgrade that. Let's definitely do that. What else can we do? What else can we do? Maybe we should upgrade something for the sniper rifle. So we can upgrade the damage, 1% increase, the max experience level, or the max upgrade level. Actually, let's upgrade the max upgrade level. I want to be able to get those to level 4. And let's do the same over here. The max upgrade level for the basic tower and for the cannon as well. And with these upgraded, I do believe we'll have a much bigger chance of finishing the levels we were playing in just before. So let's just see if we can upgrade this once again. We don't have enough. Alrighty then, so now our only option is to go back into a new game. And you guys can see I've already played through the stage 0, which is the tutorial introduction levels, then stage 1. And now, because we upgraded things in the research tree, we can actually go into the next level now and look at this. We really don't have a lot of tiles available here. So it's a good thing in this case that we finished those research trees that allowed us to level these units up to level 4 instead. What is this new unit though? Anti-air? Okay, that's interesting. So do we have some air units coming up? I guess we can't see... No, we can't really see them just yet, but I suppose there's gonna be air units arriving at some point in this level, so let's place an anti-air cannon here. But we know for a fact that the first units are just going to be the basic units. So let's place a few of these basic cannons to take out those guys. Let's start the level and let's speed things up to 3 times speed. So guys, this is about it for the game. This is one of the most addictive tower defense games I've ever played. It's one of my favorite tower defense games. Well, the first one was. And this second game just seems to improve on the basic formula that was introduced in the first game. And people are loving it, by the way. This game already has a 4.8 out of 5 average score on Google Play. And now I know that doesn't say a lot, but this is one of those rare cases where I actually agree with those ratings that you see on the app stores, whether it's iTunes, the Apple App Store, or it's on Google Play. I actually agree with it in this case. This game is absolutely amazing, and I would recommend everyone to go check it out if you're into tower defense games. Now, you should definitely check out this game's community as well if you really want to get into it. There are people playing this game a lot, and I mean really, really a lot, because these players who are really dedicated to this game, they get into the hundreds of levels, the hundreds of waves before they die. They just keep playing, they keep upgrading their research tree, and it really does add up. Eventually, you become so strong, so powerful, that you just play some units and you can actually wait for maybe 10 minutes without necessarily looking at the screen if you don't want to, because you've become so powerful, your units have been upgraded so much. But then, of course, eventually it becomes really, really, really difficult once you get into the waves, 500, 600, 1200 even. I remember NimbleWife actually getting that far in the first game, and I'm sure that people have already gotten that far in this second game as well, and I can't wait to get to that point as well. Now, the last thing I wanted to say is that because some of these levels can become really, really long and very dragged out, it is an endless game after all, you can actually pause each of these levels and you can go back to the main menu. You can go research new things while you're still playing a level, and then, as you guys can see right now, we can click continue in the top right corner of the screen. But before we do that and we round off the video, I wanted to talk a bit about how this game monetizes. As you guys can see here, we have some large packs of green papers that we can of course buy if we want to upgrade most things in the research tree immediately. We can also buy a double gain, so we get double as much green papers and double as much resources, and that's gonna of course help us very much as well. That's probably the in-app purchase I would go for if I were you guys. It's about $4 or $5, and it seems very beneficial to have that upgrade. I know that NimbleWife bought that in the first game. You can also watch an advertisement to get some free resources, but, you can do that if you want to. You definitely don't have to do that, not at all. So that's how the game monetizes. There's nothing preventing you from playing this game without spending any money whatsoever. But if you really do get into this game, I would strongly encourage you guys to support the developer as well. I know for a fact that I'm gonna buy that in-app purchase so that I'm gonna get double as much green papers just to speed things up a little bit and to support the indie developer. So guys, that's about it for this game. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and now it's time for the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that the sci-fi top-down shooter Gigantic X is now finally launching on July 29th, 2019. Now, I have already played this game, and you can find my video on it right here on the channel. I liked it more than I thought I would, to be honest with you guys. And so if you're looking to get your hands on it as well, you can already go pre-register both on Android and on iOS right now, and I would definitely recommend you guys to do so. With that said though, I'm gonna sign out for now. I hope you liked this video and that you'll follow along here on the channel in case this was the first video of mine that you've seen. I've got many, many more waiting for you guys, so there's lots to dive into if you like mobile games. But most importantly, until next time, just remember to keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.